up, everybody, and welcome back to the Social Discourse. I'm your host, NeNe Terri. It's only been about 10 years since the last time we've seen each other, but guess what? Dreams don't ever die. They may fade away, they may fizzle just a little bit, but something is going to reignite that spark and it's going to make you say, you know what? I remember when I was doing XYZ and how it felt, and I want to get back to it. So guess what? We're gonna get back into it. Okay, so the last time y'all saw me with the Social Discourse, it was like the end of 2005, excuse me. And we were going into the year 2006. So that was 10 years ago. I was with Neva McMillan. She was Geneva Branch at the time, I think. At any rate, we were doing the Neva's Relievers. And so for the end of the year, we did a Neva's wrap up. And we love looking forward to just taking a beat to decompress and unpack all of the things that happened in our lives that year prior. And then we set our goals for the upcoming year, as long as they're all in alignment with what we're feeling internally. And then we go from there. So I'm looking forward to catching up with her husband, my husband, and figuring out like what 2026 is going to look like for the entire family. I'm so excited. They're going to be joining me on the couch in just a little bit. But before we get there, if you're new here, please like and subscribe to this channel. We're going to grow it. I'm working on it. You might not see me every day. You may not see me every week, but you will see me. And I hope we are having the opportunity to get to know each other. I can get to know you. You guys can get to know me. You can follow my journey. Last year, I spent some time abroad. So the word of the year for me for 2025 was definitely discovery. If I had to wrap up what that year looked like. So if you have something that you may have discovered, why don't you comment down below and tell us what you discovered about yourself in the year 2025 and let us know what you're looking forward to in 2026. Now, before I bring out our guests, I'm going to take us to a quick break so we can recap the things that has happened with NeNe Terri over the last 12 months, and then I might stick a few clips in there from the Social Discourse when I did it previously. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Move your stomach the wrong way. Next thing you know, shots fired. Do the fart sound. You know how you be doing with farts be coming back to back.
What's up, y'all? It's NeNe, Terri, and the crew, the McMillan family. We're back again. Say Europe. We're back again with the Social Discourse. First of all, thank y'all for still watching this video because y'all probably was laughing about 5 minutes ago. And now we're back. We're going to get a little bit serious. Probably not because we're childish, but that's neither here nor there. We got the fellas on the couch with us. To Neva's immediate right is her spouse, none other than Kendric McMillan.
Hey everyone.
And then to his right is his big brother, my husband, Marcus McMillan. And hey, we're gonna put some fake applause in the background so y'all got some clapping and cheering. But y'all, so I told Neva that my word of the year for last year was definitely discovery because I learned a lot about myself. I was abroad living, working, and I discovered that there were so many new possibilities out there that we can explore. And I'm excited to share it with everyone that might be watching this video or not watching it. You might be, listening to it, whatever. I'm excited to share the things that I've discovered. So if you had to describe 2025 in one word, what would that be? And Neva, do you want to go first?
My word for 2025 to describe it was just faith, really. That was a major key in my journey on 2025. I took a lot of leaps and I didn't really know where I was going. Well, I knew where I was going, but I didn't know exactly the steps that I was going to take to get there. So it was really me jumping out on faith, and my faith has been strengthened in a way that's going to keep carrying me through my journey. So I'm thankful for it. I'm super thankful for the journey.
Okay, good. I like that. Faith. What we got over here?
Okay, my word would be purpose.
Oh, I like that one.
And I'm saying that because last year it seemed like I was trying to steer away from what my purpose was, and it just kept drawing back to me. So it's like confirmed that this is what I was supposed to do, and like that basically it forced me into my purpose. So it was no way around it. I just had to do what I had to do, and that's what made me go full force with my construction business.
Well, what's the name of it?
Macmillan Construction Services.
That see. We're gonna get into Macmillan Construction a little bit later in the interview. What about you, Marcus? What's your word of the year if you could describe 2025?
My word of the year probably was regroup.
Oh.
Okay.
Some of it I had to regroup, and other parts I just decided to regroup, or regrouping, really. Not finished regrouping yet, but
I like that word. That's a good one. I like that. Okay, so I told you you just mentioned keep the mic on that end, Marcus. You just mentioned that regrouping was your word for 2025. Describe a time where you felt like you've had to change directions.
Ooh, well, early in 2025, I had to change direction as far as my day, what my schedule, my day consists of, and the structure that I thought I had.
That you thought you had. Talk about it. Let's unpack it.
Well, early last year, that gave me opportunity to see what it could potentially be like to be a single father and still working a somewhat corporate job.
You said potentially make it sound like you looking forward to that. I don't know how I feel about that.
No,
word,
not like that. But you know what I'm saying? If I was, worst case scenario,
if you were, if something was to happen and you were forced into being a single dad,
how would I thrive? Okay. How would I handle that? How would I, move forward? Something like that.
Okay, what do y'all think about that? What are y'all thoughts about him being a single dad for like 3 months? What did you talk to them at all? Like, were you sharing any thoughts with your brother? Like, did you have anybody to open up to about your experience?
No, not really. Well, probably mom and dad a little bit. Like, some of the
any
stuff.
feedback that you want to share? Because somebody else might have a wife who is exploring the opportunity abroad, and she got to leave her family home. Like, what advice can you share with somebody who would have to change courses that drastic? Because it was a quick turnaround.
Which I think what made it easier for me is that I already contribute to things that standard or traditional mom would do. So I already been making sure she get up, clean, wash, and get her school clothes out, take her to school, stuff like that. So I would say my advice would be to most people: do what your wife or significant other, girlfriend, kids, mother would do on a day-to-day basis. So if you're forced to be in that, or you just so happen unfortunately to be in a situation, it won't be so much of a shock to you because you're already kind of doing some of the things that a typical mother would do.
So share the load, basically.
Yeah.
You guys are parents. Y'all have been parents for a while now too. Y'all been parents longer than we have been. What are y'all thoughts on that? How do you feel like
you would be able to successfully raise Naima, and for some reason Neva wasn't present for 3 months.
You looking at me
like
I better
what
answer
y'all
Kendric.
think?
No,
I
think you would do great.
let's let this be open because
But-
this ain't
but
even
I
written
do-
down.
I do. The only thing I honestly would probably struggle with is the hair. Like, and you do a good job with that. Like, because it seemed like I take the time and Naima can vouch for this, but I'll take the time and do her hair, and it looked like I didn't even touch it. So that's the thing. I mean, it'd be all greased up and everything, but it's still not successful. But other than that, I think I would do a pretty good job because like, not to take away from what you do, but when when you're not feeling your best or whatever, I pick up the slack, and vice versa. When I'm not my best, or if I'm busy or you busy, whatever, we have each other back. So
I think that should be the foundation of every relationship.
Yeah.
Make sure that your yin and your yang are,
Right.
y'all yin and yang. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And that balance is there. You don't have to struggle or worry
Right.
about it because
Right.
where you're lacking, she's gonna pick it up, and vice
Mhm.
versa. I love that. What are your thoughts?
I think that it's abnormal to see a dad primarily take care of a child. So when people see it, it's like, oh my gosh, but it's these two are great fathers. They're very active.
Very.
That it's not like the woman's supposed to do this and we're gonna just work and do this. Like, nah, they are actively involved. So I think it would be a breeze for y'all. I mean, I'm not gonna say a breeze because there's gonna come different points in a little girl's life that she need, like, that's a mama, that's a woman, it's a woman conversation. So that might be a challenge, but I think even then y'all have the support to get y'all through in that area too. So yeah, I love it. I'm thankful to have a husband that, if God forbid something do happen to me, I know Naima would be in good hands. Yeah. And I feel like our village would be a great support too. Yeah. So yeah.
I agree. But while you have the microphone, we might as well go ahead and ask you the same question we asked him. Tell us about a time when you had to change directions in 2025. What was that like?
Which direction? I changed direction about 12 times in 2025.
Listen, that means you've been growing. You know how to pivot.
I change
and
direction
you're
every
okay
month.
with that.
Man, no, seriously.
Let's talk about it.
We laughing,
Let's talk about it.
Real life.
Yeah.
But nah, seriously though, the very last time I had to change direction in 2025 was in August. It was a life-changing moment to when I basically was forced into my purpose. Like I was talking about earlier, I had to go full force with the construction business due to being laid off, because I was like partially doing it and then working full time, but now it's like my purpose is it's out there for everybody to see, and I just had to go along with it.
Now you say you was kind of forced into it because of your layoff, but those of us who don't know the story, you weren't gonna be there. That Luke was about to quit anyway.
Yeah,
so,
I was.
Let's talk about it.
That goes into my purpose. That's why I'm saying it's my purpose, because it's like I was gonna walk into, and I set my dates and everything, like, okay, this is gonna be my last day. And then once it got closer to that day, I started trying to backpedal. And God and God in my spirit was just like, no, I'm gonna push you back out there because you got to do this. You have to do this. This is for you. This is what you need to do. And so I got a call that Monday morning saying that my position has been taken away, and it's like, okay, so this is confirmation that I'm gonna cut myself off by saying I don't know too many people that are happy to get laid off.
But you was happy.
I was excited. I was excited to get laid off.
It's the party.
Because she'll tell you, like, I was like, hey, I just got laid off.
He like ran in the room.
Like I just got laid off, and I was smiling, but and she thought I was playing because
because you were smiling because we
news.
jokes, yeah.
But yeah, that's how I know that was my purpose, because I already set that goal, and then when my spirit got closer to that goal and I started like trying to backtrack, it just pushed me back out to where in the direction where I was supposed to be going. So that's how I knew this was where I'm supposed to be.
And I love this for you both. I love this for both of you because I remember. I don't know if you remember now. I made a status on Facebook about a project I was on. I think I was starting my private school. I was doing something, and a friend of mine commented, and she was like, "How are you so fearless? Like every time you make a move, it's always a big and bold decision, and you're not scared about whatever." And I'm like, if my spirit is being called to do something, I have no fear. My biggest fear is not doing it and then having regret later because of the shoulda, woulda, couldas. Were you at all apprehensive or timid about stepping out once the confirmation was given to you?
Not really, because it was just there. It's like that was my answer. Just like, just do it. I mean,
I love that.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it, Nike. We gonna.
Yeah.
Well, we can't steal their trademark, but we love you, Nike.
Well, I'm gonna say just proceed.
And that's copyrighted.
Exactly. Don't try to take that.
Y'all saw the thing about the people with these trademarks and these copyrights and stuff happening. I low-key feel like I should trademark the social discourse one of these days.
You should,
yeah.
Because it's been 10 years since we've been using it. Like, I don't know, y'all. We might need to do some of that. I don't want anybody trying to sue me now. Right. I might need to go ahead and apply for it right now and then do it. But anyway, thank you for sharing that. I know unpacking stuff like that, when you get into people's personal lives, a lot of people don't like to share. So I'm glad that you guys are open with sharing things about your life. I don't have a problem with sharing it because you know how many people can resonate with that?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the year for 2026 for me. That's my word of the year for 2026 is resonate. If it doesn't resonate or align with my internal monologue, I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. No, I can't come. No, I can't help or whatever. So this is probably resonating with so many people out there. So Neva, let's talk about you. Now we know you. We've seen your growth. We've seen you come out this year, these past couple of months. Let's talk about it. These pivotal changes. Yeah,
I just answered the call. That's all I can say. I answered the call. I've been feeling it like internally, maybe like the end of 2024. I felt God calling me like, I need you at the front now. Come on. Come to the front. It's time. And so I was like, how am I going to do that? And everything that I feel in my spirit, that's how I move. And sometimes I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but I know whatever the outcome is, it's always for my good and the highest good for my family and my community. So I just like to say I answered the call. I answered the call and I let my spirit and my intuition. I'm very, very intuitive. So that's what I go by. And it's been working. I mean, it's been working out in my eyes. It may not, everything is not looking or I'm not even going to say feeling because it feels great, but everything may not look like it's working out to me. But then God always send me, like God, the dude said on church today, a ram in the bush. It's always a ram in the bush waiting, like, nah, great. Like he said earlier, just getting those confirmations. That's what's keeping me going.
Praise the Lord for that. Y'all done took us to church. Look, he got a tea. All right, y'all, this is how we do in real life, though. I know we got the camera set up. We got our microphones. But when the McMillans get together, the North Carolina McMillans and the Columbia McMillans, this is how we vibe in real life. Yep. Like, last night you said we should have had the camera rolling.
Oh,
that
was deep.
Was a movie.
That was deep. Last night, that was very deep. But I love that we can have those discussions.
I know, because I can't really have those discussions with too many people in my circle. And my circle keep getting smaller and smaller as the day go by. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What y'all circles looking like, right? Look at my
baby. Mine is a dot.
Yeah.
Oh my God, literally.
Marcus, what's your circle looking like right now?
You said a dot.
Yeah, a dot.
You can't even say that.
Like a degree.
Oh God, that's like a little
the little degree symbol. Yeah. It's like, I feel like when people come into our lives, you know how they say they come in for a season or a lesson, and people's seasons have been getting shorter with me. You know, one time the seasons were like years, and now these seasons lasting a couple of weeks, and we, you know what I'm saying?
But it's not even like a it's not a bad thing. I used to think of it as something bad before, but now it's kind of like, okay, you said earlier, if it's not in alignment with my internal dialogue, then, so you come to those realizations, and I wouldn't even call it like friendship breakups or anything like that. It's just, okay, we on two different paths. That's how I look at it now. Like, okay, we on different paths. It was nice knowing you. I wish you well. I wish you all the best.
Right. Everybody has their journey.
Yeah.
And where I'm going, nobody else might not be able to come. Spiritually, I know for sure. But physically, where we going, not so many people gonna be able to go. Like, you know, and it's cool. I ain't tripping on that. But yeah, this is us all day, every day, y'all. And I appreciate y'all for watching this far. We're gonna take a quick little break, and when we come back, we're gonna play a game. Look at their faces.